Hello everyone, I'm Al Anomaly and welcome to an episode review. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing an episode review with anyone this time. I had invited someone, but invited one of my friends, but he wasn't able to. So anyways, I'm going to be doing this review on my own. This episode is called Charmed, I'm Sure. Now it was an okay episode, but I do have some problems with it. Four to be exact. Okay, well, the four problems are. I listed them here as to what I would have liked more if Swampfire wasn't the only alien used, because he was the only alien used. Been used in 4 times. Swampfire didn't change design, or at least stopped at the second one. Swampfire had bloomed in this episode, and I didn't really like his third or fourth appearance. His first and second one were alright. The second one was actually pretty good, aside from his eyes. Legerdemain didn't look like whatever it looks like. I wish it didn't look like whatever it looks like, because it doesn't look like Legerdemain. See, this is what Legerdemain is supposed to look like. What it should look like. It's supposed to be these floating rocks for the land, basically, along with the purple sky. Um, but Omniverse, of course, has to mess it up by making it this. Now, I don't understand how that works. I really don't understand how that works. I don't know what this is, but it's not Legerdemain. Anyway, Ben's mirror, uh, were to be an Ectonurite. Ectonurite is one of his aliens, known as Ghost Freak. At one point in the episode, we get to a part where Ben, Rook, Hobble, and Charmcaster reach a mirror that shows monstrous versions of them. Monstrous versions are other species. This Rook, Rook's mirror is a Laboan version of him. Laboan I've shown you Laboan in my first Ben 10 episode review, An American Beowulf in London. Blitzwolfer is a Laboan. Charmcaster's double is a Thepkufin, which is Ben named his Thepkufin DNA sample Snarrow. Hobble had a Transillian counterpart. Now, Ben named his Transillian DNA sample Frankenstrike. Now, Ben was given these, and I'll explain what the whole Zit thing is about in a minute. Now, because of this, in the last episode, Rad Monster Party, Ben was getting hated because because to the people on Honor Transil, he looked like a monster. But now that he has all these things on his face, everyone thinks he's normal on that planet. And that's why this doesn't change. This is Swampfire, Ben's DNA sample of a Methanosian. Now, this style I have no problem with. I have no problem with this design at all. Now, this is the second design of Swampfire. If they would have stopped here, I would have been completely fine with it, except for his eyes. His eyes need pupils. But they didn't stop right there. They did what Omniverse always does, and that's disappoint. Well, I mean, not always, but a lot of times Omniverse disappoints, and this is one of those times. They went on to do this. Seriously, that's not the Swampfire face that people who actually know the series would want to see. And this collar, no. Hands, I don't have an opinion on the hands. And these are not supposed to look like spikes. They're supposed to look like seeds. And then they went on to the next phase. Apparently the reason for Ben having all those zits was because Swampfire was blooming. This is what Swampfire looks like whenever he's blooming. Okay, so what I've discovered about this new Swampfire design is he has Water Hazard's feet, Humongousaur's chin, Crashhopper's head, Fast Track's eyes, and also sort of like the pattern around his eyes that Fast Track had, and also Wayback hands. He's no longer original. He is a fire version of Wildvine, and that is it. They've ruined Swampfire. If they would have stuck with either the first design or the second design, it would have been fine, but no, they have to go and do this. One of my favorite parts has to be the fact that this episode made a reference to The Shining by having the two twin girls in the hallway. Now these are actually apparently the nieces of Ben's villain, Zscair. Zscair was actually trapped as Ghost Freak in the original series, but now Ghost Freak and Zscair are actually two different people, as they have always actually been ever since Zscair left the Omnitrix in the original series. Now, Charmcaster takes the advice of little stones known as, this one is Adwecha. Adwecha is I don't remember how to pronounce it, but Geochilone Aereo, I believe? Terraspin species. But anyways, she had conquered Adwecha and turned him into this miniature stone that she takes advice from. And this is Darkstar. And the entire reason that she has one of Darkstar is because of what had happened in the events of Mystery Incorporeal, which I guess I should eventually show later. I don't think I did a review on that episode, but I will eventually. I think I've done a review of every episode of this season except for Something Zombozo This Way Comes, Mystery Incorporeal. So this is obviously Darkstar, no matter how much the people on the wiki deny it, because they even deny the fact that Vampire, Ben's alien that's going to debut in the next episode, is a Vladit, even though it's kind of obvious he's going to be a Vladit. So anyways, that's how, I don't know what their logic is like. Anyways, it is an okay episode. I don't really like the fact that Scout didn't talk. But anyways, Pobble has a crush on Charmcaster. Wow. Hold on. Sorry about that. Anyways, so it's okay episode. Scout should have talked. Ben should have used other aliens other than Swampfire, even though he tried to go Edel. Swampfire should not have changed appearance. That's pretty much it. So, leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a like on the Facebook page. Leave a comment on here on the Facebook page. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. Subscribe to Alan. I'm Link and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.